Good morning, special morning again on Football Church. We do this every Sunday, right here from Montego Bay United, special morning to our fans all over the world now. We have people tuning in from all the way from in Europe and Serbia. We want to send a big shout out to them there, our friends in London, England, we want to all say, so big them up, Here in Jamaica, our fans, we want to welcome them again. As a special thanks for them to be with us for this new season. For the past week, you would have known that we have gone to the Bahamas to play what we want to call our first warm-up game for the season. Pre-season game, that is, against Don Bosco out of Haiti, And while we did not get the result that we want, we really saw some positive signs in the games. But before we go further, we really want to big up the BFA, for hosting us. It was a tremendous feeling, and the treatment was a great one. The whole atmosphere was a great one, So for them to, having brought us there, we want to big them up also. And we hope that the Bahamas football continue to grow. Ricky Chin here was instrumental in taking care of us getting there and being a part of that. So we want to big him up also. And say a special thanks again for having us there. Don Bosco, as you know, is the third place winner here in the Caribbean, and they will move on. I think they play sometime this week in the Champions League, that is the CONCACAF Champions League, So hope them all the best. And we just, as a Caribbean team, we are not in there this year, but our hope and what we are working so hard for is to be there next year. So again, that training session in Bahamas for us was a good one. We sent a few tryouts and I think everybody that played, we could see some signs of brilliance at times in each and every one of the players, From the youngsters from Cavaliers that came with us and we want to say big up also to them. And the youngster from Waterhouse that also came with us. So it was a collective effort and an opportunity for not just our players, but the new tryouts, and it was a great one. We know we do want to win every game that we do play, but it was unfortunate that we got 2-0 in that game, and as we know, when we lose games, we have to learn from them or move forward so we can get better, So again, learning experience, nice game, and we do hope that the real messages can be learned from these games, you know. So back home in Jamaica now, I think the team got back last night. So, you know, we are here, we are gonna be resting for this coming week. You know, a couple of days we're gonna take off and then we'll be back at it in full strength to prepare for this upcoming season. Red Stripe Premier League kicks off, I think, on the 4th of September. So we have counting down now, 5 weeks to go. We really need to get in another gear, because as we do know, pre-season in our football is of most important, you know. We have to step up and make that first part of the season, pre-season, really be the one to take us through for the entire season, you know. So again, we start training on Monday. We'll be back to work, and we do hope that some of our players now, all our players, would have been back in Jamaica, so we can start the proper work. The concerns that we have been having at the discussion level with the establishment, again, another week has passed and nothing has happened. We have not heard from them, and we continue to, you know, just let the public understand what is happening, and we have been asking for this meeting for over a month now, and we haven't gotten it, and we still wait on you, sir, through Mr. Dan Anderson, or anybody out there from the PFAJ that is listening, or the JFF. I think this sort of response to us and action towards us is just, it's not acceptable, you know. And if we really want to step up the thing, we have to step up. We have been called to meetings and without any schedule or anything like that, and we make ourselves available and we attend your meetings. So we have been asking for a meeting to make sure the beginning of this league can be start without any sort of contention or any sort of uncertainty, again, based on what we have been through. So again, we use this medium to appeal to you again, sirs, to look into what we are saying, and we need to act upon it. So we are still waiting on the PFAJ to make a decision and how we can operate straight to the PFAJ, and we await that. Now, we will speak about today just some of the challenges that we do face here, and we are in the stages now of just getting our board back in place, and we again, while we will put that board in place shortly, we do take this time out again to appeal to people that are interested in our football or in moving our football forward to don't be afraid to be a part of what we have here at Montego Bay United. Do not be scared to come and learn and to help in any capacity that one can. Because we are a club where this is the sort of partnerships that we do believe in, and this is the sort of partnerships that we do want. So I mean, for the wider public out there, the supporters or fans, do not be afraid to come and be a part of this greatness that I call it, you know. We at times, we sit on the fence, and from where I sit, I do believe any one individual or individuals can, you know, make a change. And while we ask for your support financially, support our games, support our ventures, do give us that sort of energy where the human resource is concerned. So we do ask you to come by and stop by. Our club here, while we try to create our football into a serious business, our football has a greater social value, and it is why we ask of people, you know, from all walks of life to come and embrace us, and to speak to these youngsters, to be a part of what it is that we are doing, and to, as I said, to even learn, because it is a part of the development of our city here, Montego Bay. It is a part of wider development of Jamaica as we speak, because we have the forum, we have the club, we have an audience, we have we have built it to where we are now. So we ask again that corporate Montego Bay citizens, and just the corporate citizens, I should say, you know, come and help and see what we are doing and be a part of it. While we ask for financial support, we do also ask for the involvement to be a part of what it is that we are spending your money on, you know, and to have these youngsters see you as part of what we are doing. You know, the feeling for these youngsters, I think, will be tremendous and can move a far way into each and every one of these youngsters' community. So again, we want to be partners. We're looking for partners. We have had some great partners over the past year. We do hope that they will come back, and we speak now of, you know, the Archer family from A&A Tools Accessories. We want to big them up. You know, they have been not only a financial supporter of this club, but that energy that traveling to all of these games that we feel from them, you know. So Mr. Archer, and we want to big you up on the family, sir, and we hope that you do continue. We have Regal Bakery and Regal Caterers, you know. Again, Mr. Vassar, you know, the whole family there, Opal, you know, the support that you give to us is again one of both, you know, and as I should say, you have supported us in all aspects, all areas. Whenever we do need that help, you are there for us. And I do hope when I do speak out and big up these people, that we are saying again to whatever it is that we can do as a community, we need to support the people that do support us, you know. So while we are saying they give us the support in our needs for equipment, tool, check Mr. Archer, you know. In our needs for big products and catering services, check Mr. Vassar, you know, because without the support of them publicly, their resources too will dwindle in our support towards us. So we want to give that mileage just the same as a big up to them and give them as much mileage as we can give them because they are truly deserving. Fontana, you know, came on, supplies, as you do know that injuries on pitch, training, you know, and they do cater for all our medical needs in terms of, you know, supplies and bandages, you know, all of these painkillers that they do need and things like that. So we want to big them up, and they do supply us with cash also, and the support from their staff is just tremendous again. So we want to big them up, and we want to again tell people for their needs where a pharmacy is concerned, do support the Fontana. You know, they are with us, they are supporting us, so we want to big them up again and say a special thanks to them. Grab and go, you know. Fairfield, Texaco, you know. Nod, the family there, they have been helping us again. So our needs were, you know, whether it is gas or gas oil is concerned, they supply us, they give us some cash also. So we want, you know, to let people understand that we are grateful for all of these support that we are getting from what we say is the corporate sponsors, you know. And we can't go no further when we speak about sponsors before we want to big up Red Stripe for making the league what it is, you know. And as we all know, they are the bulk of the sponsor comes from them, you know. So we want to big up Red Stripe, and do hope that we can give them the real value that we think that they deserve, and support them as much so they can continue to support our football as long as we can make them get better and better. And they themselves now, we do hope that they continue to grow this league to the level that we think it can be, you know. So big up Red Stripe. Carib Cement came on last year, and again, tremendous move. A powerhouse company here in Jamaica. And if we do want to say, you know, Carib Cement man is building Jamaica, you know, so we hope that they continue to do what they are doing where the league is concerned, and continue to pour, you know, the cement here and pour that resources that Jamaica football really needs. So big up Carib Cement, you know. Supreme Venture, you know, and they've been there for a long time now, and we want to big them up the same way, because, you know, resources is at this time we're kind of low. So big up all the sponsors, Buster, same way, from, you know, and we do hope that we continue to get a lot more support from the bigger companies around. We want to call out, you know, the Gracies of Jamaica, you know. Come out, man. You know, the true Jamaican companies, because the only way we will continue to be great is if we support these projects, you know, these sort of things that I think football can be such a great industry, and in the shortest of order can create a great business or revenues for all of these companies that we do speak about, you know. So we want to, you know, take the time out again to understand, to let the people understand that you know, is we have to build it. You know, we can't expect certain things to be done by just isolated in an isolated manner, you know. So we want all of these companies, man, that the more the merrier, and the more the resources that we do need will get smaller and smaller to make this truly a great league. The individuals out there that think that they don't matter, no, everything starts with you also. So we want to big up Lunch again, and we are say Lunch is a little man that sits on the corner and sell the paper, the little goodies, the cigarette, you know, day in, day out at the corner, Market Street and Harbour Street in Montego, here in Montego Bay, with the sun, you know. And he's been a great fan, a supporter, you know, and most people will say he's our mascot. So he's given himself all of these titles, and while we have to embrace him in any way that we can, you know. As a matter of fact, I think Lunch was brought to the disciplinary committee, but I'm yet to find out what exactly happened, you know. But again, Lunch, big up yourself, and continue to be the supporter that you are and the person that you are, with the passion that you bring to the sport. And we do hope that all is well for the upcoming season. So, Lunch, you support us and we support you in anything, any way and any form, you know. There are so much people out there that would really want to, you know, continue to big up and to say, you know, we need the individuals like these to make our football great. So, again, while early days, ending of July, August, we still, as I said before, we're looking to see a sponsor. Mellow FM, Mellow TV, want to big them up. And while we are said to them, you know, little companies here in Montego Bay, with the bigger ones in Kingston, kinda don't want it to grow, but we are say to Mellow, you know, you can soar, you know, and we are here again as Montegonians to say, listen, in any way you see fit that we can grow your product and we can grow yours, we want to be a partner of that, because we can see greatness, and we know again, Mr. Robinson, your heart is with us, so bless us. Yes, so we move on from, and we'll continue to do that work we have here in our back room, our support staff, and while it is not where we want it to be again, you know, we are asked people to come out to the administrators of our community in any capacity, man. Just pass by and try to assist us in any way you can. It's a process of learning this football, and it can start right here at Montego Bay United and can lead you anywhere you want to go. So that is what we are all about here now doing, and I personally now would like to move on the discussion of, you know, how it is now that we figure, or what is it that we can do to move forward the football here in Montego Bay, St. James, and by extension Jamaica. It is hard sometimes to grow with alone, and we have to have, you know, partners in every area of our growth. One of the areas that we see not growing here, and we start from Montego Bay, is our parish, is our leadership, the quality in leadership that we have in our parish here. And it moves on to the quality leadership in our youngsters that we see on the pitch and the organizations of games. For some time now, we have not had any youth programs. And that is where our focus should be. And we're not seeing that area move at all. So when we look at the younger players, or we draft for these younger players to come in to a Montego Bay United, we can see a lot of deficiencies, and that it is just proving that we need these youngsters to be more in some sort of clubs from an earlier age. We here at Montego Bay United have our youth academy on Saturdays, and we are trying to do much more than a Saturday morning academy. But again, when we put these youngsters together, we can find outside of the training, one of the things that is important to them is for them to have these games, and we are not finding the parish organizing the competitions in these different youth, groups, and it is, I think we are denying our youngsters that what has been a tradition and has produced so much of our players to move on to the great heights, the highest heights of the game, in playing overseas and playing for the national team and so forth and so on. So again, as a club, we have thought about going out into the community ourselves to sort of put on this league, but based on the timing and the resources and the time especially, that we have to focus here on our Premier League team, it is just hard. So again, we are appealing to the parish to start the rebuilding of our football and start from the youth stage. The only youth competitions that are holding our parish up as we speak, it's the school football, the VMBS under 13, which is a competition that has been there for quite some time now and has produced a lot of players. So we are saying we need a vibrant youth competition here back in Mobile, and we need this to be brought across the clubs. At one stage when I was president, we had implemented that one of the main criteria that you should have as a club that want to come into football was that you have to have a youth team. Now, that has somewhat, I think, put aside, and our main competitions now are, while they have people of age participating in the D1, D2, nobody pays attention to our youngsters. So there's no formal training, and I think that will affect us here at Montego Bay United in recruiting and with developing our youth system to in the future, to say we got a youngster from a young age and bring him straight through that program, because it is hard to motivate them to come to train every day and do not play games, do not have competitions, and that is a part that I think is not just hampering Montego Bay United alone, but it is hampering the development of our football and our opportunities for a lot of the youngsters here in Montego Bay. and that now leads us to have to be looking outside of Montego Bay, outside of this region, for upcoming players. You know, we need that to change. We need to bring back the parish. So I'm again appealing to the president of the St. James Football Federation. Let us bring back that. Let us bring back that youth program. You know, let us start having the clubs concentrate on youths again, even if it's not in quantity, but we need to have a few of quality playing, the best boys in our ears getting the opportunity to play a youth program for that development stage. So, and by extension, we move from the parish and we move on to the Confed, which has, again, our region, the Western Confed. So we move over to Trelawney and we move to Hanover and to Westmoreland to see, and it is very similar to what we are doing here, which is, I think, a little or nothing. So, not only as a parish we'll continue to get weak, you know, but as a region, and we will have sooner than later the excelling of football, or I don't necessarily know if it's the excelling, but we will find out that we will be moving back way, while other people either get better or stay where they are. But it would have seemed like that we would be moving in a southward direction. So again, the Confed, parishes, they need to come together and start really thinking about how can we develop and get back the football in our region. And I think that starts with the youngsters. If we do not do it, because please do remember that we have a football federation here that we would think should be the leader in all of these aspects. But we have to face it, that they are not leading, or it would have seemed that the interest in our youngsters is not a priority. And it would have moved downward if that was so. But it's not so. So we have seen other confeds and parishes make it a priority. And hence we see a lot of energy, especially where CASAFA is concerned, their youth program, and the energy that comes from them. We have seen some action there over in Manchester, Clarendon, South Central Confederation, or parts of the South Central Confederation, that they have taken this initiative to enhance the youth program. And as we can see, the confederation is now with the most clubs in the Premier League is CASAFA, and secondly the South Central Confed. So while we have to give take our hats off to them in South Central, because it is proving that what they are doing, it is bearing some fruit. And whatever it is that they are doing in CASAFA, again, based on the amount of clubs that they do have there, again, even though we know it is the big city, you know, they're really, really doing a far superior job than we are doing here in the West or the other parts of the country. So if we are serious about moving football forward, and we have to get that drive from within us, we have to find that will, you know, to the youngsters are the ones that they don't need much. They need, you know, really that opportunity, and we should not deny them it. Over in St. Anne, we can see again the introduction of, or the announcement, I should say, of Craig Butler investing in their program for this upcoming season, and I think it's a great thing. So we just need to start, and if it is not, I know it's kind of late for this summer or whatever, but the preparation must start now for us to really do much better come this 2016-2017 season. We do know that the schoolboy football is upon us, and while we want to hope that these energies again that are put into these schoolboy football at this stage can give us some results, we know we need to help them also. If we had great clubs producing great players all around, the schools themselves would start doing much better. So it is, again, what you see happening in Kingston, where the school, most of these school boys are playing the Manning Cup, do play for our club, or is in a club structure, you know. So the improvement is overwhelming. The joy and the energies that we see flow putting into the schoolboy football is another thing, and it is only, I only think that it is for a product that is a great product, and we can see the enhancement that we can get when we do have a good product from corporate Jamaica. So again, that energy is where we think we want to make our product here at Montego Bay United, at our Premier League, Red Stripe Premier League in Jamaica, to get that sort of energy with people knowing that it is of such a product, you know. So while it is what it is, and we need help in all of these areas, we ourselves, you know, as citizens, as football loving people, and I appeal again to the people who don't even love football, but to understand how the dots are connected, and in being a part of an organization, in any support capacity that one can support, you know, just come be a part of it, man. And I think that our product will just get bigger and bigger, and will attract all of these sponsors and event goers, you know, that we can create. We know that we can create our football into that great event, which I think we have about 19 home games, and I do think we can, you know, create for the year 19 special events for these 12 communities that we speak about, you know. So the people, football loving people, we know who you are already, and while we continue to quench your thirst, we want to appeal to the other people out there that are maybe a fan of another sport or just an outgoing person, you know, to come to games, you know. Bring your little vibes on here, create your little thing at our games so we can move it forward. As I spoke about recently about, you know, how the differences that people now bring to parties, to stage shows, you know, they aren't what they used to be, you know. They have now been, I think the word elegant. You're going to a dance hall now, you get that feeling of the dressy thing, you know. It's not the bamboo thing again no more, you know. So we want to move our football from that bamboo dance hall to that more share, the classic thing, you know. And we do know that people now are modern and look for these classic things as attraction or a part of the attraction, or, you know, them wanting to be a part of that. The whole hype, how we market our league, it has to be as such because this is the hype before the event, and this is what most of the times create that great hype even when you're having a dull game, you know. So these are the people again and that we want to appeal to say, listen, come out, man, and let us create our venues into that party atmosphere, that atmosphere that is of love, of joy, and it's not too much about, you know, the heartbreak and things like that. And we do hope here at MBU United that somebody will have to lose, you know, but I think we have gone through that stage of our footballing life, you know, where we get beat up all the while. It's our time now, and we have evolved into what we want to think we are winners, and it's a way of life for us now, and that is what we are focusing in. Anything that we do, that we just bring that energy, that irrespective of what, if we lose a one game, we must win something from it. We must win we just, in everything that we do, we will know that we are winners, you know. So it's a win-win situation for us, and we'll be winning, hopefully this year, some new fans, you know, some new people. We're going to have new players, you know. We do hope that what we are doing here will, you know, empower people and draw them to us, so we can just be winners and get better and better and better. Because here at MBU United, I tell my players that it's no negatives. We don't look at the minuses, you know. It is for us the positives, you know. And while some may say, you know, irrespective of what we speak about, we do have and have to have that negative energy, that negative vibe somewhere along the line. But it's for us as people and a club, our club heights, and we try to mold this into each and every one of our members, that from everything that is negative that will happen or ever happen, we should have taken the positive from that. Whichever way we're going to find that positive, that is what we are searching for. So on that note, we'll continue to be positive, you know. So again, to all our fans out there, man, that sometimes get up and so they are having a bad day and end up having that bad day, we are the ones that are telling you, listen, why say you're going to have a bad day? Speak certain things unto you in telling exactly what is it that you want. And that is what we do at Montego Bay United. We are winners. We will not, allow anyone to tell us anything other than that. So this year again, while they try everything, to stop us from excelling, we do here at Montego Bay United understand and know that our winning is depending totally on us. People don't have any power. We are the power, and it's coming from within us. And our fans, everybody, we're imploring you to take that same attitude, to allow no one but yourselves to decide your destiny. Mobile United, continue to want to move from, whichever level it is to the other. Continue, man. Continuing, as I said, to go north all the time. We have to get a little bit better than we were before, because we do know that we are way from being the best that we can be, and that is what drives us every day, when we're trying to move forward, to just understand that we have to do better than we did the day before, than the year before. We have seen our players, getting better and better. And I should say, not at a rate that we would want them to get better and better. And they have worked so hard. But we still have to be, pushing them to work harder, to improve a little more than they have, So it is that process, I should say, that here at Mobile we continue to do, It is for all times, good over evil, and the right over the wrong things that we do. The power is within us. So we create what it is that we want, and we will suffer the consequence of that, in living it. So we here at Montego Bay United wants and speak about good, speak about winning, speak about being a champion. As everyone knows, this year we want to be the champion of the Caribbean. I think the last time Jamaica has been the Caribbean, or a club from Jamaica has been that champion of the Caribbean. It's been some time now. And while we're not producing these talents as we would want them to be, we are motivated, and we have that will to say, listen, our attitude and our efforts will the cause is what we are championing for this year. And I can truly say, for the past 2-3 weeks that we have been training, it's more than 2 than 3 weeks. It's early August, late July, that we are where we are now. And I can say that I think we are at a good place. I don't believe that we have been disorganized or disprepared at such an early time ever before. And while I speak about that now, I speak about it in a positive way, because it is something that we have tried so hard in the past to achieve, and to see us doing it now this year, it's a good feeling, and the feeling that we speak about in getting better and better in everything that we do every year, you know. And while we are not, I personally as the president of the club is a little bit disappointed with a couple of players and them not returning, but we have in our presence now players that I can tell you that we can move forward if the league was to start today. So it's a good feeling to know that you're at that space and that place. So it only can get better, and I am committed, irrespective of what the vibe is with the establishment, to really give it my all this season. The support, that energy that we need to repeat. It's 5 years we have been here, and 3 times to the final, winning the first one, losing the second one, and winning the third. And while we know that there is no club that had repeated for the longest while, I think it's said for the past 14 years, we are committed to doing that. And in saying that, we do know that, you know, clubs will be coming at us. You know, Montego Bay United will be the team to beat, that everybody will be at their best to play. And again, we do understand that. And we do wish that the teams, when they do come to play Montego Bay United, they are their best. Because to beat us, you will have to be at your best. You know, and that again will give us that motivation to do much better, and I think can only improve what it is, or allow us to get better, irrespective of how good we are. Now, in closing, again, behind me here are, you know, some of the trophies that we got this past year. And, you know, as I say, it's a joy for me to present this, you know, these trophies here. The table is too small to hold all of them, and this is not included the Premier League trophy. you know. So again, we do know we have to do better than this, and it is our desire, and all of the energies that we are putting in this, with all these behind us, is to do better than that. And we are imploring the league and everybody in the league to help us also, and to do same. You know, let us all get better so we can grow the league, create that energy. You know, the spectators come out in the more in numbers, man. Support us. We know you're going to watch this, La Liga, English League, and all of the leagues over the world. But for us to be great, for people to start watching us, the support has to come from within this country of Jamaica. So we are say, people, just come out and support your league, man, your local league, man. 2 hours on a Sunday each week. Make that a date, man. Girl carry a boyfriend, boyfriend carry a girlfriend. Mothers, daughters, everybody come out, man. You know, as a family. And come watch our Red Stripe Premier League and make it into an event. So, is we here in Jamaica, you know, create a lot of things to the world to look at, you know. Let us make football be the same thing, you know. Let us introduce our football. Let us launch it on the world like we have done so many great people before us, or in different events. You know, we do know football will have to take a little backseat now, but it is the sport of this country, and we do know that we have to support our Olympians, you know. It is that season, and we know the world will be looking at Jamaica for the next month. So the Olympic Games are on us, and we will be focusing straight on that also. But after that, football, Red Stripe Premier League. Football church it is, and as usual, you know, it's a pleasure to sit here on Sunday mornings and, you know, talk about what we love so much, you know. What again has no boundaries where religion is concerned, where language is concerned, and where politics is concerned. So big up. Let us understand that, you know, the sport is of one, you know, football, unity, love and respect. Do join me next week for another football church. Have a blessed Sunday.